Miniature Embellished Crafts, Rachel here. I hope you're all well. So today's video we're going to be working with this brilliant freebie that was done by Kerr. She did it in a recent video on her channel, so make sure you go and check it out, and she'll tell you all about you know, how she did this and the things that she did with it. But I'm going to use some of the techniques that she taught us today to do something slightly different. But this is what we're going to be using. If you aren't already in her Facebook group, go check out her Facebook group, because that is where her freebies are. Otherwise, if you're not going to do that, then you need to just cut yourself out some of these beautiful, they're almost like leaves, but they're stars, so they're lovely. So that's what we're going to be working with in a moment. But before I start, I just have a few thank yous to make and just show you some of our lovely decorations. So I had a couple, they've been sat on my desk over the weekend. I'm sorry I haven't had time to do any videos. We've been busy getting stuff ready in the house, because I think something's happening in a couple of weeks' time. I can't quite think what it is now, but oh, of course, yes, it's Christmas. How could we forget? Look at this, look at this. Isn't this just stunning? This has come from Phyllis. Thank you so much, Phyllis. It is absolutely beautiful. There's a little ring there. Look at that. Does that mean I'm a star, maybe? No? Well, yeah, I am a star. I know you'll keep telling me I'm a star just because I'm daft. And look at this, isn't that gorgeous? Now, I've just had to nip out this morning and pick myself up from college, and I nipped into the pound shop and I have found some of these lovely sticks. So I'm going to make some of these later, because you've inspired me when I opened those this morning. So they are beautiful. So thank you so much. So they are Phyllis's 2 decorations ready to go on the tree. Keep them away from those pesky elves, because they just keep making a mess. Did you see what they did this morning? They've been messing with the washi tape, and oh my goodness, it just makes so much mess. Okay, I'm going to try and do this carefully now, because I want to show people's addresses. So in here we have 2 beautiful decorations, and these are from Heather. Now, I think I'm right in saying that these, yes, they do. There, look at that, aren't they beautiful? Little hearts, look, with glitter. And then you open them up then so that they're 3D. So we've got that one there. They are absolutely stunning. I just love how everything that comes is so different. You're all so clever. I think I said in my last video, I wouldn't have had a clue what to have done if somebody had said to me, yeah, make a Christmas decoration out of paper. And what? Look at that, isn't that lovely? So thank you very much for that. They are beautiful. Yes, I will make sure we keep them away from those naughty elves as well. I did actually see something in a shop today, in the charity shop, that I thought, might keep them under control, but I guess I had to run. So this one here now is from, let me just get it right now, because I wanted to open so I wasn't making a mess. Yeah, this one is from Laurie Clay. So obviously all of you girls are in our Facebook group. Oh, I didn't finish cutting that, sorry. And look what she sent. Now this is so funny that I should open this morning, because we're kind of going to be, we're going to have a bit of a Kerr day today, I think. Because she's just so inspirational, isn't she? And it's just lovely to be able to have a play with some of the ideas. I mean, a lot of us have been following Tracy's December dailies, which have been fab. But G has come up with some brilliant ideas, especially with Love Origami. But she did this for us with the A2Z. And Laurie has very kindly made me one, because I haven't actually got one of these. Isn't that lovely? Oh, that is just so beautiful. So we can pop that on our tree after, because of course all of these things are going to end up in my journal after Christmas when my tree comes down, because they won't be going up in the attic, because they'll get damp. Now this here, this humongous envelope is from Rhonda, I hope I'm saying that right now. Oh my goodness, what have we got in here? Wow. I'm sure I'm letting me in there now. Okay, sorry, I opened that the wrong way up. Okay, here are a few ornaments for your tree. Tournaments, tag/ornament. They're all Tim Holtz 12 Days of Christmas inspired. Oh wow, and look at that, she sent me a vintage postcard there. Oh, there we are, and that's Rhonda's name and the dress in there, so we'll flash that on there. Good Lord, look at these. Wow. Well, I'll tell you what, Rhonda, I'm glad I'm not taking part, because I think I would just be feeling like really like overwhelmed now, because these are just amazing. My gosh, look at that. A little bookend on there. These are fantastic. I love your lantern. So are these perhaps, is that maybe what she means, Tim Holtz? Are they, does that come from Tim Holtz? I don't know. So we got there 2, all a good night. I'm loving how much we're seeing. Oh, dash. One of you told me the name of this as well the other day, and I saw it and was like, oh yeah, that's what it's called, the end of the D, and I'd forgotten again. I must drive you all up the wall. I can't think what it's called. You know what I'm on about though. The pretty thing. I've got one in my drawer somewhere. Oh. My craft room's a tip. I've got a new desk coming today. Well, not new, but new to me. And everything had to be moved last night. So it's literally all just been, I don't know where everything is. I found all of this though, so that was really good. But look at this. So we've got here, their little houses. Look, I think that's chipboard on there as well. And then we've got, I think that's a reindeer. Oh, it's a sleigh. I can see now a sleigh behind with a little clock there, look. Oh, look, she's put wire on there. Look, to be like the smoke from the houses. Can you see? That's fantastic. And bookends on it. God, these are just ideas I never would have thought of putting on a tag. I love seeing other people's work. It fascinates me. And we've got some texture paste on the back of this one then. I think that's what that is, or maybe gesso. And she's got a book plate on there with wish. And this lovely little bell. And an S, because I'm guessing it's for Santa. That's fabulous. And then here we've got 25, because of course 25th of December is Christmas Day. Oh, that's a lovely velour ribbon on there as well. Oh, I love your flower. Oh, look, and then she's got brass, wow, look at that, brass leaves. These are amazing, my goodness. And we've got Imagine. Oh, look, she's put Father Christmas's his hat. She's put like holly, but it's mixed media. That's what I'm trying to say. You can touch it. It's not the page. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I think it's glitter. And then we got some more texture paste here, which is amazing. I would not have thought of doing that on my stencil because I've got a Merry Christmas one similar to that. Oh, joy! Now this is my word for the year. When we went to Ireland, I picked something up, although I can't find that at the moment. It's somewhere in a bag. You must think we're awful disorganised. We are, but oh, you know, we just came home and it was like Christmas decorations had to go up and everything gets tidied away, and it's probably my wardrobe with all the presents I expect, but this is my word for the year and it keeps coming up. Every time I open something, I see joy. So I'm going to keep all these things with joy. I'm going to keep them around me all year, I've decided, because I think 2022 is going to be a brilliant year for everybody. Oh, look at this. Snow. Oh, and we've just been told today, no white Christmas for us in the UK this year. We're now near enough that they're able to predict it. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Oh, well, thank you so much. They are amazing, Rhonda. Thank you very much for that. I shall take those up to Bella and she will have a pour over those, I'm sure. She loves her mixed media as well. Right, and then we've got a box. It's always exciting when we have a box. And we have a note. So let's see what the note says. Rachel, Merry Christmas and Creative 2022. Greetings from Petra. Oh, here we go. So there's a little look in here, a little note in there. That's her details. Petra Alders, is that how you say it? I hope I'm getting the surname right. Some surnames I'm just not going to be even attempting. That's so cute. I love how you've done that. That's lovely. So what have we got in here? Right. Let's have a look. This is really thick, this stuff. Aren't we awful crafters? We never get to the actual thing because we're always too busy looking at the wrapping because we're just fascinated with it all. I love this. We just know that's going to get used. Oh my word. You're never going to believe what's in here. Now, is this to keep my naughty ones away? Look what she's made. I can lift this up now because I don't want to go picking it and breaking it. Can you see that? Oh, I hope I'm in frame. Am I in frame? Yeah, I think I am. Look at that. That's amazing. Wow. How on earth did you get that here from the Netherlands in one piece? That's this good paper, look. That's why I said to you, it's this really good stuff. Oh, look, he's got little cookies in his hands as well. Oh, that is fantastic. My gosh, you're talented. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you for that, Petra. That is fab. That's made my day. I'm going to put that out after now to keep those elves away because they are being nuisances. Right. Thank you, everybody. Your names are all on my list. I've got little numbers next to all of your names so that I know who sent what and how many. Oh, one more thing. Sorry. This also came the day before yesterday, and I literally had a chance to tear it and quickly look, but I haven't really looked. But who I had a lovely package of Happy Mail from. She was just so sweet. There was a note with, oh, there we go. Look, I'm sure you all know who it is immediately now, don't you? Look who has sent me her bag. Isn't that just stunning? I can't get over it. It looks even more gorgeous in real life. It looked lovely on the video, hence why it was one of the first ones I went and did afterwards. But oh, feel that velvet, like, so you know what she was talking about. Tina, thank you so much. This is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. and she's very kindly sent me a whole load of her digis, which we will be working with. Oh, there's just so much wonderful stuff in here. Lovely flowers, perfect now. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. We've got butterflies galore in here, all ready for spring. Oh, that is stunning. Oh my gosh. These are just amazing. So lots of fun. We will come back to that after Christmas, most definitely. We'll put those back in that envelope, nice and safe. But thank you so much for that, Tina. That was really, really kind of you. Oh, it's just so lovely having some nice letters. We don't get bills in the post anymore, thankfully, obviously, do we? Because everything goes via, you know, email. So it gets to the point then we just end up with no post. And then when you do come in, then there's a bit of post there. It's like, there's post. Okay, I'm going to stop yakking. We're going to get on. So, as I said to you at the beginning, we are going to be using... Sorry, just put some hand cream on. My hands are really dry. We're going to be using these wonderful freebies from Kerr. They're in her her Facebook group, Happiness in Crafting. So if you're not already in the group, go check that out. I'm fairly certain there's not going to be any of you watching that haven't already been in there and seen these though. And I will tell you who actually has inspired me, because I should give credit, is Diane Thomas. She inspired me because she's been making these like nobody's business, and she's been sharing the pictures of what she's been making in our group. And every morning I get, there's another picture, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're just so lovely, I have to try them. So I had to go on a bit of a hunt then, because I'm really behind on my YouTube watching at the moment. I'm just behind on everything. So yeah, so that got me there this morning. I was able to find G's video, which I will put in the description box below. So yeah, I've cut mine out ready. So I'm going to move straight on. What I've done as well is I've printed mine onto the back of something else, because I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them all. And I thought, at least then I've got options. So I had some of the Christmas kit left over, obviously, because I printed loads out for different things and test pages. And I just printed onto the back of that, and this one the same as well. I printed this onto a book page. So here are some I did earlier, and I'm going to just really quickly show you the technique that that G explains to us in her video. And basically what she does, obviously we've cut this out now. Took great lengths fussy cutting that as tidy as I could. I've literally got a piece of paper, and you can see how I've inked. I've laid them flat and I've inked around like that. And then what she did, she had a she'd get something soft like a pad. I tell you what came into my mind when I was watching her doing it. It was actually a mouse pad. You know, a mouse pad for the computer, that would do it beautifully. I was being a bit lazy and couldn't be bothered around and get my son, so I've got my pin thing. Sorry, Mum, I'm not going to put any mixed media on here. I'm just going to lean on it. This is for my sewing. Mum bought me this. And G was also using some little round metal ball things that you use for, I think, doing stuff with icing. I don't have that because, as you know, I don't bake. But I did think, well, actually, I was watching on the phone at first. I thought she was using this. It's only when she explained it afterwards. But I tried it with this earlier, and it does work. So basically what she did is you put your little... we're going to call it a flower, okay, or petal. We'll put that down onto your soft surface, so either a towel or your mouse mat, or you've got one of these things. Most of you have got something like this. If you haven't got something like this, find something round and firm. And basically, you start off by moving it around, and then you just do this, and it causes the thing to, look at that. Cool. How cool is that? So there we are now, and then we turn it back over, and then you press down into the middle, and then you end up with these brilliant shaped, can you see that now, how it's kind of like, you know, it's come alive. It's not just a flat piece of paper anymore. So to save time, I did all these earlier on, and they do now look like really crinkly, they almost like autumn leaves, which is really nice. So I just flattened that then with the thing in there. But yeah, you can just, you know, move them about as you need, and because obviously we're going to layer them. So what I then did, so that's a bead you can hear falling on the floor. I then got some of my blackcurrant dyed papers, and I cut some of these out simply by placing the ones I had cut out over the top and then just going around the shape. So I've got some of those ready. I have also done one of those. I'm just going to quickly do this one as well. And I'm going to layer one of them with a different colour. But before I do that, I should probably have done it while it's flat, which is probably why I didn't do it earlier on. Okay, so before I do that, I would normally now at this point get out my paint and my splatter thing, but as I said, I've moved the room around and I can't find my inks. So I'm going to cheat and do it really fast. I'm going to use some of this Distress spray. I hope I've got, oh, that might be a better colour. Yeah, let's go with the really shiny. So you know what I'm going to try and do. I just want to get a bit of a splatter effect on there, and then I'm going to use that then, and we'll mix them up basically, and we'll layer them. So I'm going to do that quickly over the bin so it doesn't go everywhere. There we go. So that's one done. Oh, now they're curling like leaves. Crikey. Go on, flatten out. That's the way. There we go. Right. That's just to make them look a bit more, you know, seasonal. So I'm going to pop those up there a second, let them dry a minute. Okay. So I'm going to go and do the next one first and come back to that one then, because I'm just going to leave those dry a minute because you don't want the drier thing on, do you? So the next thing I then did was I got some fabric and cut some fabric out around the same shape, and I also then got a piece of lace. So the first one that I'm going to do with a bit of fabric. I don't need both. There we go. So let's take this one here. So you've got 3 sizes in the freebie. There we go. So that's the one set. So this one now I'm going to use a little bit of lace. Okay, and then I'm going to put that one on there like that. I did pick up this fabric earlier on because it was red and I just thought, oh, it's really festive, but I probably wouldn't leave that in there because it actually doesn't really quite go with my theme. But for now, I'm going to go with it because it's nice and bright and at least you guys can see what's going on then. I did spot something a bit more, I don't know, the whole thing just feels quite vintagey, doesn't it, with the papers and everything. So that then is my shape. That's my flower shape. So what you can do then is you can either glue them one on top of each other, or you can get your crocodile, make a hole and put something through it, and then put a paper fastener in there, or something through it. Look at me, you know, something to fasten it. I'm going to glue mine because I'm going to do mine slightly differently. And I'm just looking around me now because I realised I haven't picked it up. Right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so what I'd forgotten was I'm going to use a little bit of this mesh in. And I'm going to put some sequins inside. So don't laugh now at my box of sequins. I do somewhere have red and green separated up, but as with everything else, it's all gone missing. I've also got some in these rather fetching colours too. So I'm going to take a couple of these out so that we've got some nice kind of goldy tones, and then I'm going to put a couple of reds in there if I can get any in my hand now. This should be welcome to Disorganized Crafts. How are you all today? I bet they don't get this on the shopping channels and stuff, do they? No. Never mind, it brings some character to it. It makes it feel real, doesn't it? I am disorganized. I was organized and then I moved everything last night, so it's my own fault. So I'm in the kids' so that'll go on there like that. And then I'm going to put this then over the top. Now I've only roughly cut it out, because I will go around and neaten it up afterwards. But I think that will be rather splendid. So without further ado, let's get some glue on here, shall we? I'm just gonna kind of do that whole curly whirly thing again, and then just make them bend. There we are, that's better. Okay, and then we'll get some glue on here, and then we'll see how it looks. Hopefully it will look amazing, because I just love these, and there are so many things that you can use them for. You can put them onto oh, here we go. She says there are so many things you can use them for. Mine goes blank. No, you can use them as decorations. You can put them on the tree. You can put them on presents instead of buying those pom-pom decoration things. Now, while I nipped into town earlier on, as I said, I went down to pick up my son from college, and while I was there, I nipped quickly into town centre and went into the pound shop because I was looking for those bulldog clips that someone on Facebook had told us we're in Poundland. Sadly, our Poundland is rubbish and there is no station at all. But I did find these and I thought, oh, now they would be really useful. In fact, you could even use those in lieu of a paper clip. Just, you know, they might need a bit of bending, but they're ideal for making our own decorations. So they were £1 in Poundland. But if you are in the UK, if you go into Home Bargains, they were actually in Home Bargains. They had silver ones in there and they were only 79 pence. So I did kick myself because I should have gone in there first. So sometimes Poundland isn't always the right one to go in because everything in there is, well, I say everything's £1, it's not, it's either £1 or more. So sometimes you end up paying over the odds, don't you? Excuse me, I'm a little bit froggy. Right, now I think this might be easier to glue up here rather than trying to see what I'm doing down there. Like I say, I started cutting it, I haven't quite finished because I thought I'll go around it neatly after all of it's together. So yeah, I won't put that on there just yet. Ooh, don't stick to that now. Let's try and get this put together first. So I'm just going to glue one leg, oops, and then the other, and then maybe this one, because I need to leave a bit of a gap, don't I, to get the other things in. Okay, it's been a bit of a crazy day. I went down for my 3rd vaccination this morning, and when I got there, well, I thought I was going for my booster, because the country's gone mad now. Everybody's got to have a booster done now, apparently in the next 2 weeks, like the whole country. I mean, I don't know how they think they're going to do that, but whatever. It's not going to do that. So I got there and I sat in the chair and she went, yeah, now you do know you're not coming for your booster today, don't you? And I'm like, well, I think I am. She said, no, this is the 3rd vaccination that you should have had because you're immune suppressed, so you should have had 3. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, it's kind of a bit late now because I've had it, so should have told me that beforehand. But there we are. So I've now got to go back again, another 3 months to have another one. So I don't know how I feel about that. I wasn't feeling the best about going down there today, but there we are. I don't know. I'm sure it'll be fine. But it was nice and quiet there today. And I get the impression it was the calm before the storm. Because, like I say, everybody's been told they've got to get in and get a booster done, which is great if you've got an appointment. If you haven't, I don't know whether they're expecting people to make appointments. I don't know. I don't quite understand. It's always different here in Wales anyway. So, you know, we have the Prime Minister on the telly and he comes on and tells everybody something and then everyone in Wales goes, no, that's not for us. So they're like, oh, so what is happening? And nobody knows. So I'm just getting on, doing as I'm told. I've been down and had my jab and I oh goodness, I'm not ill again before Christmas. I will be. I didn't have any reaction to the last 2. And just a bit of a sore arm, that was all. So I'm just trying to forget about it now. And get on my crafting, and I've got so much to wrap, and oh my gosh, are you all on top of Christmas? Don't you just feel like you want to just go in and shut your craft room doors and kind of forget it's going on? Oh, that sounds so grinchy. Not forget it's going on, but it's just all the work, isn't it? I mean, is it just me or is it everybody the way it just seems to be, it's all about mum doing everything? It is, isn't it? Christmas is not a holiday for mums. No. And I mean, if you're a, sorry, I've got itchy nose. You know, no disrespect. If you're a stay-at-home dad, I'm sure it's the same for you. But it's the homemaker's job, which is fine if you don't also have a full-time job. But nobody else seems like particularly interested. Trying to just get ideas out of my lot. What they wanted this year was hard enough. But on Christmas Day, everything will be expected to be perfect. You know, that's the jobs obviously that the big guy doesn't do. But I don't know, he seems to do less and less every year. And in my house, he doesn't seem to do anything at all. So yeah, it is all on them. But there we go. Just hope now everything's delivered and all in time. But I'm really not going to worry about it. If I had to print off a little IOU, they'll have to put up with that. They shouldn't have messed me about, should they? I was asking in November. There we go. Okay, so you can see now, that's my little, do you see now why I say we're having a Kerr day? Because this is like the little shaker thing she did. So we've done that now with a bit of mesh. And then, I think that is even there now. Gosh, it's really hard to see from here. Yeah, it is. Okay, globber glue on there. Sorry for the noise. There we go. And then pop that on there. And then, hey presto, we have ourselves a very blingy Christmas flower. Look at that. So I don't know what you think about that idea, but I quite like that. A bit of a G's idea. She said as she was finishing the video, oh, you could put a bit of lace in, a bit of fabric, and I thought, oh, I'm going to try that. And then I was running around this morning thinking, I'm missing something, I need to add something. And then I was just jumping in the shower where I have all my best sorts, and I thought, I know, I'll make it a shaker. So there we go. And the glue dries, it'll shake. So that's that one. Now this one, kind of similar thought, but it's slightly different. So we've got a few more now this time. I'm just gonna kind of redo that whole curly thing. And then there we are. You'll notice how you're not shaking today. How is she doing that, I hear you cry? How is she moving around and we're not moving around with her? I'll tell you how, because my arm is now on the bookcase next to the table. So you should have no more motion sickness. Well, not today anyway. When my table comes after, it might be different, but hopefully not. Because I think it's much better for you like that, isn't it? Right, okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna go here. So this one is gonna be like more frosty kind of theme. Does that make sense? Oh no, actually, I think we should go that way. Yes, yes, absolutely. Because it's just an accent. I love this blue paper. Absolutely love it. I will definitely be doing this again. Black currants, not blackberries, black currants. Amazing. Now, how cool would this look now with some like silver glitter on the end of these? Thinking if you were making a Christmas decoration, that would look awesome, wouldn't it? Sorry for the crinkling. Crinklings, I'm doing it on a piece of vellum, but actually it helps the thing move easier. So, little tip for you. Oh, look at this coming together now. Isn't that stunning? Right, happy with that. Now, this time I'm going to use some vellum. Hence why the vellum is by the side of me. So again, I've kind of roughly cut that. It looks like SpongeBob's friend. What's his name? Patrick, is it? I don't know. Who's the starfish? I can't stick that program. My kids watch it. And in here, I'm going to put some blue sparkles. Now, which way do we open this? That way, I think. Yes. Here we go. Oh, they're not quite as glittery and shiny as I thought, but that's okay. They'll be all right. Oh, hang on. I can see what we need. It's in the other pot. So put a couple of these in. Staticky, aren't they? And then maybe a couple in that colour. Not too many. And then a bit of glitter in this would be nice now, but I'm also not sure what I've done with that. Here we are, there's shiny ones in here. Get them out. Here's a blue one. And here's another one. Come on, here you go. And maybe one more. It's good. I found this box now, isn't it? I don't know where this comes from. This is like ages old. Right, there we are. So they're nice and shiny. So now we've got to try and fit the vellum one to the top without getting it all over the sequins, which is not always an easy task. Probably easier if I were using a small applicator, which I noticed lots of you are using now. I'm always a bit late to the party and stuff like that. In fact, Mum did say to me, do you want one of these little tiny bottles with a little nozzle? And I was like, no, I'm fine, don't worry, it's okay, I'm fine. And I was watching probably G, it may have been G this morning, if not G, it might have been Camilla last night. And one of them was using those little tiny bottles, and I thought, now I see why that would be useful. Yes. Because it's just precision gluing at its best. There we go. Like I say, I haven't done the tidiest job cutting this out, but I will go around that in a moment. What I don't want is any of those sticking on the glue on the inside. So give it a minute to dry off. But yeah, I think that would definitely benefit now from some glitter in there or on the edges. In fact, I wonder if I can spray. What colour's that? I don't know. What colour's that? Ooh, that's that kind of silvery-ish, isn't it? I suppose I should have gone with silver on there, not gold. There we are, stay away from the glue or you won't ever move again. Let's just try a bit of that at the end. Sorry guys, my bin is seeing all the action today. I just don't want it all over the desk. Right, okay, so I'm just going to tidy that up quickly. Which don't take a second now. With my amazingly long nose scissors. I love these scissors. They're just brilliant. I can't use a normal pair of scissors now. I take them up to Mum sometimes and she accidentally picks them up. She's like, oh, I can't use these. But I'm like, oh, they're so easy. Do half of it for you. Oh, that's tricky. Okay, and then around there. I'm really not going to be too fussy because it is see-through after all said and done. Just want to try and neaten up the end. There we go. And around there. And of course we had a little bit of good news, well, some actually amazing news today. My number 2 son Rob, he's been putting his uni applications in this last couple of weeks, and I think they went in then last week finally. Thankfully he hasn't left it until the last minute. This I think deadline is in January, but he's applied to 5, and today already he's received a conditional offer from one of the big unis, so I am over the moon for him. That'll just be brilliant. So yeah, he'll be leaving me. Very sad about that, but there we are. We are hoping he's going to be able to go to one that's not too far away. He wants to go into halls, but you know, he'd be able to come home then and now and again. Actually, it was quite hilarious what he said the other day. Right, let me put that on there. He's a bit of a character, is our Robert. He's got amazingly dry sense of humour. And I was talking, my youngest and I were chatting with him the other night, and it was like, oh, you know, so when you go away, you know, because I said, oh, we were looking at the you know, where they stay, dorms and all, and I said, oh, that one's no good, Rob. I said, you can't park for 3 miles near that. And he kind of like looked at me, he doesn't drive yet. He looked at me and said, well, why am I going to need to park for? I'm not taking a car to uni. And I said, when am I going to park when I come and visit you? He was like, visit me? You're not visiting me. He said, I'm going away, you stay here and I'll come visit you. I was like, oh, well, I don't know about that. I said, how am I going to know you keep everything clean and tidy? He said, no, you don't need to come visit me, thanks. It's all right. I was like, oh, okay. So, and then his younger brother then was like, oh, so will you be home every weekend? Because obviously the youngest is now casing up his bedroom, isn't he? Because he shares with my oldest at the moment. So it's like, you know, as soon as Rob's kind of like gone into dorms, Dan wants to have his bedroom. So Robert said, well, you can have it when I'm away, but when I come back, I expect it to be back as it was. So kind of Dan, you can see Dan kind of like trying to work out the time schedule on this now. What does that mean, just in the week? Or... And Rob said, oh no, I won't be home every weekend. He said, when I come home from university, he said it'll be like an event. Everybody will be pleased to see me. Everybody will announce I'm coming home. So I was just laughing my head off. I said, oh, do you want me to put the flags out as well? Yes, absolutely. Oh, he's a scream. He's so funny. But no, he's a huge, huge help to me at home. He's very good. So I'm sure there will be many tears when he goes, but very, very proud too. Here we go. How's that? I really like that. I think that is lovely. Here we go. So, as I said, you can either turn them into decorations, or you can put them on the front of something. You can put them on a pocket, you can put them on the front of a journal, come to that, you put them on the front of a Christmas card. But I just think they're rather spiffing. So there we go. Kerr's lovely little freebie with her, what did she call them? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what they're called. I'm going to call them my Christmas shaker flowers. Thanks ever so much for joining me today, guys, and I will be back with you very soon. Please leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't yet subscribed, if you'd like to subscribe, that'd be great. Before I forget, we've got 40% off all the digis in our shop, and we are now also doing printing of kits. So if that is something that you have recently asked me for, because I know a few of you have, it's now in our Etsy shop, so get on over and check that out. Otherwise, have a great day, and I'll be back with you really soon. Bye now.